One right in the hole, right in the hole. Kill it. Good shot. Good shot. What is there, one green? Yeah, go ahead. There he is. Had to.
Yep.
Well, I was like, if he comes, he's getting it. Then he made a turn, then he made another turn, then I was like, he's getting it. Did you shoot?
We doubled.
Oh, okay.
Time.
I was like, I didn't even know you shot.
Yeah.
Great minds think alike. That's what happens, you know?
I first started carving at a decoy head whittling contest at a duck hunters tournament when I was about 12 or 13 years old. And I did that just more or less to kill some time, got third place with my head, and just kind of continued on from there. And just, my father's a biologist, an avid waterfowler, bird watcher, fisherman. So my whole life I've been exposed to the outdoors, and the carving just seemed to be a natural thing into it, like working to do my own rig of birds. And that was the driving force. I started competing at the shows, doing fairly well, and just enjoying the process, you know, learning the birds, going out hunting, getting some birds in my hand, and just, you know, just becoming more and more enthused about the process, and just loving the birds really is what it was all about for me.
One right in the hole, right in the hole. Kill it. Good shot. Good shot. Oh, he come fast too. Like when they transitioned from, they were moving in here pretty fast.
Yeah,
he was. Yeah, they were
watching. They've been on top of you before you knew it.
Yeah, they were committed. That's for sure.
To have, you know, a freshly killed, you know, just a stud bird in your hand, and you can go through it and look at the feathers and the beauty of the bird, and it just gets the juices going. That
Kid.
I love it when they come in and they're just dumping air like that. That's just fun to watch.
Right in front of us. That's shovelers. Shovelers. Good shot. Good shot.
This was obviously the first one that I did for FA, and it was, you know, a lot of fun. I love doing Canada geese, and you'll see I've got quite a few of them here. That it just came together really well, and like I say, with the paint job that I eventually saw that they'd done with it, it's like, wow, this is a great pairing. Went from that to the teal, and you know, big to little, but the teal are a lot of fun. I mean, there's a lot of color, a lot of pattern, just a lot of character in the birds, and just trying to depict that and pull it together, and then eventually into the larger Canadas. And these, to me, they culminate everything. I was blown away when I saw them when I showed up here, with just to see them in my hand with the paint on it. It's like, wow, these are cool birds. Actually, Mario's the one that's kind of looking after the paint scheme on that, and he's done just a killer job and looking after how they're getting painted. We talk about some of the steps along the way as to what he would be looking for from me, so they can do a good paint job. Like you'll see on some of the birds, like the blue-winged teal here, that these darker areas are recessed, so that allows them to paint and get a realistic patterning on it, and so that each bird is going to look primarily the same.
What's up, it's Mario from Final Approach. A big part of our success harvesting all the waterfowl species on the road is because of our great partner, Federal Ammunition. The variety of payloads, the shot sizes, the speeds we can adapt to changing weather conditions or different situations that maybe call for something different, like if we're shooting 20 gauge speed shock at mallards in the marsh or crows and pigeons in Europe, how about 3-inch black cloud at some big honkers in a cornfield? Or some TSS at some giant prehistoric sandhill cranes in the flatlands. Federal has an ammo to make your days in the field more successful. So all you gotta do is check them out, federalpremium.com. It's Federal Ammunition. Hey, in Missouri, got all the carvers and we're shooting. We want to talk about ammo real quick. 100% overkill today. We could be throwing rocks at them. When you see this little red TSS, that means it's going to get super dirty. We're shooting 3s and 9s, 3-inch 3s and 9s. And I will say about this, we are definitely, there's no cripples today. We had one that was almost moving on the ice, and I just made sure I throttled it just so the dog doesn't chase it. The problem we're running into today, which is good that we have the TSS stuff, is because you don't want to chase cripples. We broke a hole out, there's ice everywhere, and the dog's got to work extra hard. So when they get in the hole or they get over top of us, it's making a difference because we're no cripples today, no nothing.
I've always been, outside looking at birds, even when I'm working, that I've got my binoculars in the truck with me. So you see something different, it's like, wow, look at that. And it's, like say a Drake canvasback. Then my impression of a Drake canvasback is a big, bold bird with a very proud head on it. And, so I don't want to do a little diminutive canvasback. I want to do it like big and bold. And it's just, I think you can only get that kind of knowledge from actually seeing the birds in the field. It's like, wow, that's cool. And then just slowly developing an idea and then transferring that into wood. That's it's a slow process sometimes, but it's nice that I've got the vision of the end result, and just to slowly chip away and finally get to where I want to be. I've done some teaching for carvings. So and I've had students that have gone on and done very well at the shows. And that to me is very, very satisfying, and sort of leaving a legacy that somebody else is going to carry on the tradition. And then my carvings themselves are going to continue on hopefully long after I'm here. So it's, they'll look back and say, geez, there's a Wayne Simkin bird. I really like that. And put it up on the shelf, or, I got a dozen of Wayne Simkin teal, and I really enjoy hunting over the way they float out in the water. And, I'm helping somebody else with waterfowling.